What is going on, all you amazing viewers to play later? How we doing today? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good whatever time it is when you are watching this video. Whoo! My Custodes just got a massive, heavy reinforcement from Forge World. As you know by that thumbnail and everything else you clicked on to get here today, that's right. We got the Custodes, what do we got here? Caladius Grav tank Annihilator. Or, as when I opened the box, holy shit, Chris, what did you get yourself into? But, as you know how we do it here on the channel, we have got to get the adulting out of the way. So let's pause first, basically for an infomercial from our unofficial sponsor.
So there I was, 23 years old, prime of my life. I woke up one morning, looked in the mirror, and my hair was thinning. It was all falling out. It wasn't until I discovered this one solution that changed everything. My first initial thought was, it's gotta be genetics, right? It's not my fault, this is genetic. Go and find out, I'm not the only one dealing with thinning hair and confidence issues. And it was nuts because we started to change everything in our routine.
We started looking at what we were putting in our bodies, what we were eating, how much water we were intaking, and then we started working out and taking care of ourselves, but still something was missing.
But also what we put on our body is drastically important to our skin and hair health. So we ditched all of those chemical fill products. We started using healthy, organic ingredients and took it upon myself to start creating these organic ingredient products to help people. I have a solution for you. Ditch all of those chemical fill products and grab something that's organic, natural, handmade, something that your family will thank you and your health will thank you. Make the switch today.
All right, great company. Seriously, I've been using them since day one-ish. You know, click the link down below. You're not going to be disappointed. Make sure you abuse the ever-living F out of your channel exclusive discount code. That's a gift given by Johnny Slicks to you guys. All right. I am filming this on Friday, March 8th, 2024. It comes with a heavy-duty price tag. Number one, it's Forge World. Number two, it's resin of 165 bucks. And I love how it says right down here in the lore, based upon the technology of the Custodes Grav carrier. The smallest Caladius Grav tank is designed to utilize firepower afforded by the heaviest elements of the Custodes on a highly mobile protective platform. Right, every battle report I've ever seen online, anytime one of these gets placed on the field, it's a mother effing bullet catcher. Okay, so like I said, it's Forge World, it's all resin. You're gonna have to do some stuff before you even try to assemble this guy. Number one, you gotta put it in a warm, soapy dishwashing detergent liquid bath. Let it soak for 20 minutes. Get you a good firm toothbrush and scrub the ever-living crap out of every single nook, cranny, and part. Number one, that's going to help release all the releasing agents. Number two, it's going to help just get it clean, ready to go. And number three, it's going to help the primer attach a hell of a lot better to it. So because it's resin, it doesn't come on sprues. This one, I got scared when I opened it up, because most of my Forge World experiences have been small figures. This is my first big, huge, massive beast that I got from them. There was 3 things rolled up in bubble wrap and a big bag of parts. And I went, oh shit, what did I get myself into? Unfortunately, it's already put together, so the box is just a prop for the video at this point. Now, when you open her up, you get neat little wonderful things from Forge World, like, oh, hey, look, it was personally hand-packed by this person on this date and verified every single part is in there. Always verify your parts are in there. Seriously, just do it. It's not like you can just go to your bits box and go, all right, I'm missing a Mark 6 beaky head. I got another one I can swap on here. We're good to go. Yeah. They just show you tools and all the fun stuff, how to put it together and all that fun stuff. Use Gorilla Glue Gel. Trust me. You don't need a lot. A little bit goes a long way. You cannot use plastic glue on resin. Not gonna work. You need to use super glue. Okay? Trust me, super glue. Now, part of the fun that I have is when I get stuck in certain areas, I go out and I check out other channels, like how they painted something, if, you know, it's matching kind of what I'm looking to do, how they assembled certain things. One of the ones that always makes me giggle, and don't get this twisted, I love the War Hipster. He puts out some incredible videos. He's always like, well, if you get stuck, refer to the box art. but still. Alright. Here's your instructions how to put it together. It is a massive... it looks massive, but it goes together real easy, okay? Yeah. So there's your parts list. Make sure they're all in there. The one thing I thought was, why did you give me a plastic piece and a resin bottom? I don't know. So I had to dry fit everything once I got the body together to kind of get a good, this is how it's going to kind of center on the movement base. And hopefully it's going to float okay. Everything, like I said in the little thing down there, the green is what you're working on. Anywhere you see yellow is where they want you to put glue. One of the biggest problems with working with resin is getting the little, the mold separator thingies clipped off your bits. Now, if it's a smaller bit, it comes off really no problem. If it's a bigger one, you've got to be careful because the kinetic energy of your clippers could easily snap some of the resin and you're shit out of luck. It's about the best way I can put it. I had to do some cutting and whatever because I don't think I got this piece flattened properly. So these weren't sitting well, so I had to clip the back pieces off and then they sat perfectly. I'll show you in a little bit. This piece on the back, I had a snap and I couldn't get everything centered in there perfectly, so I have a little bit of a gap back there. Not really humongously noticeable, but it still bothers the you-know-what out of me. I had to do some trimming on these parts as well to get them to sit in there, but still, it's all part of putting things together. Okay. So here we go. The tank is fully done. I worked on it for a couple days in a row because it's going to be a bullet catcher and it's going to be a centerpiece. When you put it down, they're going to be drawn to it on the tabletop. They really, really, truly are. The one part I hated is I didn't have any transfers, so it's kind of bleh for now. But there it is. Okay. I did not, for the first time ever, kind of glue that down so he can come up easy peasy, no problem. All right, the first thing I didn't do was you can kind of see it looks like they have little glass slits. Normally I would have taken some Gracier Gray, covered the window with that, and then did like Frost Heart or Pilar Glacier to give it like that frosted window. I didn't do that because I've seen in other videos where nobody had done that. Okay. I'd also seen some stuff where on G-Dub's official website, they were using some verdigris in there. So I may do that in some future tanks. I didn't get, if you can kind of see back in there, some of the lenses. Okay. No big deal. The other thing I didn't do was the cockpit. For some reason, I totally spaced on it until it was all done. And yeah. So, for the gold, I went with my normal Custodes thing, but because it's a tank, some parts of the coloration stood out a little bit more. The red on the sides, I went with my normal Custodes, except I forgot the orange before I put the red wash on to end it. I really liked the darker, deeper look it gave to it. I went, okay, Horse Hirschi tank, maybe the colors evolved a little bit over time. No big deal, you know? I didn't notice it's kind of off-centered a little bit. It's like kind of leaning to one side. I was just happy it got in there, no problem. Yeah, all right. So right here on the back, this piece really isn't sitting as flush as it should. And there was also a snap on there somewhere. Oh yeah, like right down there on the bottom, because the kinetic energy just broke off part. I like it. It's my first huge piece of Forge World stuff. I kept it as simple as I could. All right, I'm going to put you down for a moment. Behave. There we go. Okay. Now, I know it looks like a lot of detail work went into the metal work. That's 2 base colors. I believe the front was oily steel, and this was bolt gun metal or something like that. Whatever they're calling it now. All right, lead belcher. And then what I did was go over it with Army Painter Speed Paint, Gravelord Gray or Graveyard Gray, mixed with their medium. You know, watered it down as a wash and let it get into all the nooks and crannies. And then when it was done, I pelted it with Necron Compound, dry brushed Necron Compound. So it brought out a whole bunch of stuff that made me happy. I didn't really worry too much on a bunch of the underbase, simply because you're not going to see a lot of that gold, period. And the gold on the sides, I just went with my usual Custodes and the red. And that's when I really went, uh-oh, I forgot the orange. But I kind of like that. There was just something about having that orange in there that gave me a weird little striations throughout it that I've always liked doing with my Custodes. But yeah, it gave me something a little different. This is going to be, like I said, a huge, and I cannot say that enough, a huge centerpiece function of bullet catching in your army. I like it. I'm going to go back and get other ones, but I have dreadnoughts I have to do, and I have to go, do other ways with Horus Heresy and Stormcast, and I need to yell at a company about 3D printed bit parts, because I've had an order out for 3 months now, and they keep telling me be patient. I'm like, but on your website you say 10 to 15 days, motherfucker, it's been 70! Okay, woosah. We're back. Alright, now we're at the best part of the video for me. Seriously, I really truly love this above anything else on my channel. I want to know your questions, comments, love, hatred, anger, all that fun stuff down below. Do you play Custodes? Have you done one of these before? If you have, what were your experiences modeling and putting this thing together? Did you have any like, oh my god, what did I get myself into kind of feelings when you did it? Or are you one of those master modelers who went, dude, I'm dead drunk on Jack, I put it together and painted it in 5 minutes. What are you bitching about kind of people? I know there's somebody out there who's done that, but still. Yeah. Have you thought about painting it different schemes from like your modern Custodes to a Horus Heresy Custode? Because like I said, for the Heresy, outside of the Battle of Prospero, you only ever heard of them during the last defense of the Emperor's Palace. So they'd be dirty, nasty, grimy. They'd look a hell of a lot different than the golden example of the Emperor in 40K, right? But now, if it made you laugh, made you cringe, made you cry, made you do any of that, and it's me, so I know that it did, please hit that big old thumbs up. It's only going to give you good karma. It's going to help trigger the YouTube algorithm by going, hey, we like what this fat boy over here is doing. I can admit it. I put on some pounds since COVID. I'm okay. You know, and it's also, and I really want you guys to let me know how this is going for you. It's also going to help you roll natural 6s. It's my theory. You put out good, you're going to get good back. You never know when your commander's about to be swarmed under and karma goes, wait! He was cool that day. Save his commander. But there we go, guys. My quick, weird look at the Legio Custodes Caladius Grav tank Annihilator. Oh, this thing was fun. I can't wait to put it down on the battle for the first time and turn one, pick it up, and go, wow, that was a lot of money well spent. Come on. Like you guys have never had that happen to you. Come on now. Don't lie. But anywho, I want to thank you for watching this one. Hope you're having a great day today, a safe day today, and Emperor willing, one day we will roll dice across the tabletop.